Hello everyone, it's Heather from Heather Travels, and tonight I'm going to give you a tour of our room at the Hampton Inn and Suites in Eagan, Minnesota. Okay, first before I show you the room, once again, this is a hotel room check-in that comes with a story, okay? So we got here late, it's 9:30. And after spending the entire day at Mall of America, we had a dinner that went pretty late with Andrew at Rainforest Cafe, which there will be a separate video about if there isn't already. And anyway, when we got here, it's very busy. It's either full or close to full. And when we came into the lobby, the first thing that I noticed was there was a large boys' high school sports team of some kind having some kind of meeting in the lobby. Now, I can tell you from personal experience and from hearing and talking with other managers of other Hilton properties, Hampton Inns seem to be a popular hotel choice for sports teams, that sports teams can sometimes be problematic. Not always. Sometimes the kids are very respectful and very polite. This one looked like didn't it look like they didn't have any parents with them?
Yeah.
I think the team is just here on their own with their coach. And I actually find those kids to be more respectful and quiet than when they're here with their parents. When you see the sports teams and they're all in big groups with their parents, and I'm thinking like basketball and hockey, that's when they get to be kind of noisy and wild and stuff. The folks at the front desk told me that it's actually the Canadian hockey teams. Sorry to my friends in Canada, that tend to be the most wild. But anyway, so when we saw that they were here and they were having a meeting, I just asked, can you put us as far away from them as possible? Just, not assuming they were going to be noisy, but just in case. And she said, sure. She said that they were all on the 4th floor, and so she was going to put me on the 1st floor. I don't like staying on the 1st floor. If you have not watched my video of the time that Ben and I stayed at this really weird Hampton in downtown Milwaukee, I'm going to link that right up here. In that one, I talk about hotel safety and how ideally you always want to be between the 3rd and 6th floor of a hotel. Okay, you want to be higher than the ground floor or the 2nd floor for safety, especially as a single woman. I appreciate not being on the ground floor because you don't want people to have easy access to your room, either through the lobby or the window or whatever. Okay. But you don't want to be higher than 6, which most Hampton Inns, well, some of them, are not any higher than that anyway, because any taller than that and most fire trucks' ladders cannot reach you. So if, heaven forbid there was a fire in a hotel, you don't want them not to be able to get to you if you can't get downstairs. Okay, so I don't like being on the ground floor. So I was already a little bit irked that she was putting me on 1. But she told me the sports teams were on 4, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I go down to our room. She told me I was in room 129. We go down to 129, and there's a do not disturb on the door. So I'm like, what do I do with this? So I went back to the desk, and it's very busy, and people were checking in, and I had to wait a while to talk to her. She was the only one working. And so, except for the shuttle driver. And so I finally waited, and people had to get checked in ahead of me. So then I went up to her and I said, there's a do not disturb on the door. What do I do? And she looked at my reservation again, and she goes, she didn't give me the wrong room. She wrote the number down on the key card thing that you put the keys in. This thing. They always write your room number on it. And she wrote the wrong room number down. So that was just a simple clerical error. She wrote the wrong room number down. She said it's actually 123, so just a couple of rooms down the hall. So we go back down the hall. We go over to room 123. I open the door. I don't even walk in. I see that it's a problem. I booked a room with 2 queen beds, and she gave me a room with 1 king bed. So we just shut the door, didn't even go in.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, the kids didn't even see it. They were like, what's wrong? We turn around, we go back to the lobby again. Thankfully, none of this is very far because we're right on the 1st floor, right behind the front desk. And I tell her, you gave me a room with 1 king bed. And she goes, oh, what did you reserve? And I said, I reserved a room with 2 queen beds. And she goes, okay. So then she had to look. And I think she was hesitating because she knew that I had said I wanted to be away from the sports teams, which it's not that big a deal. I'd rather have the right beds. I do hear them though, don't you guys? Yeah, they're upstairs. Okay, so anyway, she put us in room 300, which the room is fine. It's nice. It's a nice Hampton room. There's several things I'm not too happy about with this room. One is it's right next to the elevator. I hate being next to the elevator because it's noisy. Secondly, it's right across the hall from the ice machine. I don't want to be next to the ice machine because it's noisy. I can hear the ice machine.
I don't hear it. I hear this.
Yeah, I hear that too, but I can hear the ice machine as well. Okay. Also, we're on 3rd floor, and she told me that the sports team guys, high school sports team, I think they said soccer, are above us. So we're probably going to hear that. Now, they did say they have a big game in the morning. They were having a meeting with their coach. They should be going to bed soon. Fingers crossed. Okay. There's that. Another thing I'm not happy about is this is an adjoining room. Again, because of that safety reason that I mentioned already, and because of noise, I don't like being in an adjoining room ever. Okay? And you'll see this room is rather small. It's at the end of the hall, and it's kind of a funny shape. And also, the view is weird. So now, given all of that, I mean, it's a perfectly nice room. It's just really small, and all of that other stuff I said. So anyway, that was funny that we had to go through all of that to get to this room. So that took a while. How long did that take, guys? I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of back and forth to get us into a room that met our criteria, or met what we booked, and didn't have someone else in it. And I'm going to show you something that's really funny in this room, and a totally weird coincidence, especially considering that we had to switch rooms twice. Okay? Okay, so when you come in the door, it's really tight. We're in like this really little hallway here, and the adjoining door to the next door room is right there. And then the bathroom is like in the corner. I'll show you on the map where we are. So here, where's my finger? We're this end room right here. So it's, and like the stairs is right there, and these are the ice machines. Oh no, that's the elevators. That's the elevator. The ice machine's right here. And so we're adjoined here with 302 next to us. So anyway, that's kind of where we are, which I'm not thrilled about. And then the bathroom is here. And it's a nice bathroom, and it looks like it's been renovated. But it's small. The flooring is really nice. And the sink, the vanity is really nice. And there's a hair dryer down there. And I like the towel rack here. Well, kinda. It's gonna be weird because you're gonna have to bend down to dry your hands. It's got a nice mirror. It's nice modern fixtures and stuff. Nice shower head. It's just kind of small. I mean, it's pretty small. And it's only a single vanity. And, I mean, but it's got all the Neutrogena products in it. Displayed very nicely. Extra toilet paper, soap. Okay, now what's weird about this room is it kind of looks like it's been half renovated. Like the bathroom looks newly renovated, and like the headboard whole setup, that looks renovated. Like it's got the newer nightstand that's just a, we've seen these before where they don't have a drawer or anything, and these are newer. And this headboard looks really new and modern. But that thing on that wall, the last time I saw one like that was at the Green Bay Hampton that we stayed at like a year and a half ago. And I will link that video up here. And that's an older style of Hampton stuff. So it's weird. Okay. But this piece here is newer. And it matches the headboard. And it has a fridge there. and little shelves with the coffee stuff and the ice bucket. And then it's got these newer, more modern racks, which for drawers, which we definitely see in the newer Hampton Inns. So that's what I kind of mean by it's like half renovated. And then see these blue square rolly ottoman things that the kids are sitting on? Those we see in the newer Hamptons. So it's a weird mix. There's a nice big mirror there and a huge TV and 2 queen-size beds, which is what I asked for. And then we pulled the luggage rack out of the closet and put it over here. Here's what I was talking about with the view. This is the roof of the portico over the drive up. The front door is right down here, and that's the shuttle van. That's why the shuttle van is parked here. That's why the shuttle driver was here. We're pretty close to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. That's why they have a shuttle. I think they probably also give you shuttle rides to like Mall of America and stuff like that because we're not too far from there. And then over here, so this is like a desk, and it's actually a table that you can pull out and move. And over here is a closet, and we already hung our jackets up in there. There's an ironing board, and is there an iron? Huh. And there's that thing again. There's that weird thing again. In the Green Bay Hampton Inn video, they had one of those, and I don't know what that is. Somebody tell me in the comments below, what is that thing?
I think it's to hold like. What is it?
You have to see it. I don't know how to describe it.
Maybe it's to put the ironing board.
No. There's the iron. It's back there. That thing.
Nothing.
What is that?
I've seen that multiple times.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is.
In a suit?
I don't know. Okay, and then this is what I think is so funny and cool. When we were at dinner tonight, this picture, I'm going to show you this picture and then I'll talk to you some more. This picture shows one wing of Mall of America, the way it looked when they built it in 1992 until, I don't know, it's in the last 4 or 5 years that they completely renovated the mall and made it all white. Okay? And Andrew and I were just talking at dinner. This wing was our favorite wing of the mall. I think it's the east wing. I'm not positive. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, somebody tell me if you remember which wing this was. But for those of you who remember the Mall of America, this was Andrew and I's favorite wing, and we liked this wing because it looked like a European train station. Okay? Now, when they renovated the mall a few years ago, they turned the whole thing white. It looks like winter. It's modern and nice, but it all looks the same now. Every wing looks the same. And when they first built Mall of America, one of the things that was cool about it, I told you in another video, in our Nickelodeon Universe video, that Mall of America is a big square. And the wings are the north wing, the south wing, the west wing, and the east wing. And each wing was architecturally unique. It was decorated and styled completely different from each other. So when you went to the mall enough, you learned which wing was which, and you could always tell where you were in the mall because they looked completely different from each other. And Andrew and I were just tonight talking at dinner about how we hate the way that they've renovated it because now all 4 wings of the mall look exactly the same.
You complain about it every time we go to the mall.
Megan says I complain about it every time we go to the mall.
Every time we walk this.
But if you knew what it was like before, and those of you who knew what it was like before, you should know what I'm talking about. It's so easy to get lost at Mall of America now because the whole thing is white and it all looks the same. And the other thing that makes it hard is all the anchor stores have gone out of business. There's no Sears, there's no Macy's, there's no Bloomingdale's. Is there even Nordstrom anymore?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think any of the anchor stores are still in business. So the other way that you could always tell where you were was you could tell which anchor store was at each corner, and they're all closed. So anyway, I just think it's hilarious that Andrew and I were literally just talking about that wing that's in this picture behind me at dinner tonight, and we come here, and after switching rooms twice, this picture is on the wall in my hotel room. And I texted it to Andrew, and he's like, oh, that's so weird. So anyway, I just got a kick out of that, and I thought you would too. So anyway, that is our room at the Hampton Inn. Looking at the map, I'm kind of guessing that all the rooms are about this size. And I guess that would be the one thing. This is kind of an older property that's been here quite a while. I mean, the room is in beautiful shape, and actually when I was checking the beds, they look like brand new mattresses. So I'm sure it'll be very comfortable. One thing you might want to keep in mind if you're considering this property is that the rooms are very small. So if you have a bigger group of people or have, 3 or 4 kids with you or something, you might want to keep that in mind because there's not much space to walk around in here. So anyway, that's my tour of this room. Thank you guys for joining me. And I will put a link to the playlist of all my hotel room tours at the end of this video so you can watch more. Thank you, everyone. Safe travels.
Safe travels. Safe travels.